So a couple of the meals that we're making, we're doing tofu, rice, and veggies. We run that one on repeat all the time, and we're gonna make another meal that is rice, beans, seitan, and a different stir fry of veggies. So yeah, these are meals that we use every single week to build muscle as vegans. So if you want to learn more about a plant-based diet, stay tuned and feel free to ask us any questions you have. So yeah, we're gonna get it started.
Let's go.
Well, I need to get this.
Oh, Flash is here.
Oh, what's up, Flash? All right.
Okay.
So,
Flip.
start with the rice because that takes a little bit of time to cook.
Oh, DJ Hall is here.
Oh, early bird DJ Hall. What's up, man? You're here before the tofu. Okay, so let's see to plug that rice cooker in real quick. Let's get our white basmati rice from the foothills of the Himalayas. So once again, always want to get some high quality rice. Avoid the arsenic. People on the internet keep telling me there's a bunch of arsenic in rice, but when I looked it up, our basmati rice from the foothills of the Himalayas actually has the lowest levels of arsenic. So I can't do the gesture I want to do to the person who told me it has arsenic in it, because ours doesn't have very much. It's organic and from that particular region of the world. So we're doing 4.5 cups of rice. That's going to be enough for 20 meals for us both. So if you're just tuning in, this is our big meal prep operation for the week. We're making high protein vegan meals that we use for building muscle.
Flash said that he hasn't seen that rice at his Costco.
No? Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's different at each Costco. So,
Yeah, the Costco's seem to cater to what the people in the area want. Like, we noticed when we lived in LA, like, the Costco's there were very different than here in Santa Cruz. And, like, we went and visited Hawaii and we went to Costco and things were very different. So I think every Costco is a little bit different.
Yeah, so the idea is that you want to get organic basmati rice, and even better if you can find it from, like, Asia somewhere, like Southeast Asia, that particular area.
Candace Nicole said, forgot it was Sunday working. Your live reminded me, LOL.
Welcome back, Candace.
WFH, I think work from home, maybe?
Working from home.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good deal if you get to watch our stream at work on a Sunday, not bad.
Flash said yes. What was that replying to? Did you ask him a question?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna add some water to our rice. So we're gonna want to come over here. We're gonna be here for a minute. We're adding a reverse osmosis.
You guys can help us count.
All right, you guys need to count in the chat. We need 9 cups of water because when I talk, I can't count at the same time. I've tried it before. It's impossible. So if you guys can just type in the chat the number of cups we're pouring in. So that's
how many are we doing?
1. We're doing 9.
Okay.
Alana, if you can keep count too, that'd be good.
Yeah, I could do that.
You guys, this is 2. Okay, I'm gonna stop counting now. You guys got it from here. Reverse osmosis water. I highly recommend getting one of those filters, either underneath your sink or you can get a
3.
countertop version. You can just do it like in your head.
Oh, I kind of need to say it out loud.
Okay. So what we do is we get that installed underneath,
4.
and it completely purifies the water. It takes out the chlorine, the fluoride, the other questionable additives to your water depending on what city you're in. So last thing you want is the sink water, unless you're like have like a well or something. So
6.
I'd say like 99% of us probably should have one of these. But if you don't want the installed in the sink one, you can get a countertop version.
7.
It's not like a Brita, but it's like a really like high quality Brita type of thing. So if you have any questions, just feel free to DM us. We'll send you in the right direction.
8.
We want you guys to have good water. It helps.
Okay, last one here.
And 9. All right.
Yeah, Flash, they have different rice at Costco.
Yeah, I mean, even ours has like several different ones, but
Yeah.
yeah, if they have like an organic one, I'd say that's probably your best bet. Okay, so we need to add some seasoning to our rice.
We don't want boring rice.
Yeah, we don't want boring white rice. So, from the bulk bin, we have our our curry powder. Cajun seasoning will be for the tofu in a moment. So yeah, try to get these in the bulk bin. You can sometimes you can bring your own jar to the bulk bin as well and fill it up there. But this is my guilty plastic.
Secret Q62 said yo, and Sadie Kopak said hi. Vander Kush said yo, what's going on? Just
Welcome,
joined.
YouTube.
Bishop Thatch said what's up, bro. These are all on YouTube.
Oh hell yeah, YouTube's popping.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're just tuning in, what we're doing is we're doing our high protein vegan meal prep. So we do this every single week. It's a big meal prep operation. So if you come over here, we have our Tupperwares. So we have 20 Tupperwares out because we're gonna make 10 meals each. We have lunch and dinner getting prepared for the next 5 days. So we're basically going to be set up for the week, ready to be dialed in. So
Sadie Kopak said just subscribed.
thank you, Sadie.
I wonder if these are people coming over from Instagram because you told people we were doing on Instagram.
I don't know. Yeah, let us know where you're coming from. We posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was you guys coming from there. Sometimes YouTube shows it to new people, but either way, if you're new here, welcome. We appreciate having you, and yeah, look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Feel free to ask any questions about cooking, nutrition, fitness. This is meant to be a live Q&A as well.
Vander Kush said, is this for bodybuilding?
Yeah, it's pretty much for vegan bodybuilding or building muscle. So, or if you're just like a vegan athlete of any sort. So, anyone who wants to build muscle on a vegan diet.
Sadie Kopak said, I was just scrolling and saw this and then joined.
Oh, nice. Well,
hell yeah. Welcome.
Glad you found us here.
Nakoa said, are y'all mama and son?
Mama and son? No, this is not my mom filming me.
I'm his wife.
Yeah. Like, they haven't seen you.
No.
Yeah, so I added curry powder, salt, and black pepper to the white basmati rice. We're just going to mix that up and let the rice cooker do its thing. And then we'll get the tofu going. And Ilana will give you the tofu meta, tell you about what the best type of tofu is, and all sorts of good tofu information.
Megan Hooper said hi, and
Megan,
Joe said, you're that soccer player from Norway?
I get the soccer player from Norway. I mean, I don't think I look like him. I told my dad about that, and he said I don't look like him, so...
Flash said, why does she look that old? But I don't think I've been on the camera yet. They're just going off of my voice. I guess I have a mom voice. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, clearly not old enough to be my mom here.
Okay,
so.
we're going to stop that one. All right. Getting that tofu out. So we get our tofu from Costco. By the way, new Infinite Motion coaching merch. Wanted to show that off a little bit. It's on our website. But yeah, getting tofu from Costco. This is our favorite tofu at the moment. Good price. I will say, like, it's not the best in terms of, like, the water content in it. We do have to press it out. But in terms of the price, like, you can't beat it. This is good stuff. This extra firm, organic tofu from Costco. So this is going to go in our lunch meal prep. It doesn't really matter. I eat those for lunch sometimes for dinner, doesn't matter. But meal one. And then with the curry rice, and then we're going to have some vegetables. So broccolini, carrots, purple cabbage. So all that's going in that first meal prep.
Betty said, hi, love to see you all.
Betty?
Betty.
Hi, Betty. Okay.
Sadie said, I have to go. Bye. Have a great day.
Bye, Sadie.
Yeah, thanks for subscribing.
All right. So I'm going to start opening these up. So.
Third Eye Honey said, what is your goal for going live? I want to go live as a beekeeper, but I don't know why I should exactly.
Our goal for going live is just to be able to spread our message a little bit better. We find that we get a really good reach, especially on TikTok with these lives, just getting new subscribers on YouTube, getting people on our TikTok, just watching our content. We want to help as many people as we can and build our business. So this is kind of our goal in terms of why we're doing our TikTok lives. But we find that this is a really good way to help people learn about nutrition too. So we really love doing this.
6D said, what's going on?
Hi,
on
6D.
YouTube?
Welcome in. Hope that you enjoy. We're getting some more YouTube people than usual. If you guys are on our TikTok and you want to hop over to YouTube after you're done there, really appreciate if you subscribe. That's something that really helps us out a lot with our long-form content, is just getting more subscribers over on YouTube. So if you enjoyed the TikTok live, I think you'll probably enjoy our long-form content. Recently, we just posted a video about a gym called Lux Fitness here in Northern California. So once you're done, hop over to YouTube, look at that video. We also have some more nutrition videos on there.
Flash said, what day do you shop at Costco?
So we shop at Costco on the weekend. Our weekend is Friday, Saturday, so we do that every 2 weeks. And we have a video on YouTube showing that whole Costco haul that we like to do every 2 weeks and what we get.
Third Eye Honey said, do you sell retail? How does your biz function? Business.
Yeah, so we do sell some merch from Printify, so that's one thing. We do also sell our programs online, but right now our main focus is really just getting you guys on there, watching our content. That means the world to us more than you guys buying our stuff, is really just hopping on our content, getting it out there a little bit more. So like I said, really easy to do, $0 if you guys just subscribe on YouTube. We really appreciate it.
We don't have any chats, but we would just tell them about the tofu. Give them the tofu meta here.
The tofu meta, yeah. So tofu is our main protein source in this meal. And I know a lot of people don't like tofu. They think it's gross. You probably haven't had good tofu. So we really like to make sure our tofu is well seasoned. We take each of these blocks, we're going to quarter these, and then we're going to put these in our meal preps. But before that, we're going to bake them. We're going to put Cajun seasoning all over it, bake it for about an hour in the oven, and that's going to get it nice and crispy, going to be good for the whole week. So make sure you make your tofu good. It's one of those things that it will be flavorless unless you flavor it.
Cindy said, Lindsey Graham would have loved this.
Who's Lindsey Graham?
I don't know. We don't know who Lindsey Graham is. Sorry.
Is that a celebrity?
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, let us know who Lindsey Graham is.
Yeah.
Our phones are being occupied, so we can't Google it. But Lady Bird said, I love tofu.
Nice. Yeah, we love tofu too. I think it's one of the best protein sources you could have as a vegan.
Yeah, it's definitely. You're gonna want to see our recipe. We have a pretty good way to make it. We really enjoy our recipe here.
Yeah.
Flash said he died.
Oh.
Manny said Lindsey Graham is a Republican politician that passed away this morning.
Oh.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah. Why would he have loved this?
Maybe he's vegan.
Oh.
I don't know. That's my guess.
Or is that like a joke? Because I feel like there's probably not a lot of vegan Republicans.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too well versed on this subject. OMG, a leading Republican senator who died. Manny said he's not. Well, he wasn't. Maybe it was like I don't know. Okay.
Unknown. We don't really pay attention very much to politics.
Yeah, we don't have cable, so we don't really get the news.
Yeah. We just see whatever pops up on social media.
I figure if it's important, someone will tell me about it.
Yeah, same.
Like if COVID happened, you wouldn't really need to go on the news to know.
Yeah, you'll just know. Is that all the chats we have?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so cutting up these tofus, there's about 15 grams, right? 15 grams?
Yeah.
I always forget. 15 grams of tofu in each of these blocks. So 2 to 3 of these go in each of my meal preps. And then Mitchell obviously needs a little more protein than me. I'm about 130 pounds. He's about 200 pounds. So he puts a whole block of these, one of these, in each of his meal preps. So 4 of these smaller blocks together, which probably looks like a lot of protein. But, you know, if you have a lot of muscle and you want to maintain it, or you want to build muscle, you do need a lot of protein in order to build it and maintain it. So one thing we recommend to all of our clients is to eat about 1 gram of protein per pound of desired body weight, and that'll usually get you to a good spot, maybe overshoot slightly, and allow you to eat enough protein to really build muscle, maintain it, especially as you're trying to lose weight or something of the sort.
Lily Coy said, OMG, you are what's wrong with America then if you don't care what's going on. You can just read the news. Cable news is bad.
Yeah, I guess we're bad. I don't know. We're not news people, but you know, to each their own. If you like paying attention to the news, you do you.
Flash said you can get a Fire Stick, free TV.
Fire Stick? What's that?
I don't know. I think it's like a thing where it's like it's like some satellite TV.
Yeah,
Asha said, is tofu a veg dish?
Yes. Tofu is completely vegan. It's made from soy.
Misty said, well, you should know that FDA and USDA approved lab-grown chicken and Tyson, one of the biggest suppliers. What do you think about lab-grown chicken, Ilana?
It's interesting because, yeah, it does really take, like, the ethical standpoint out of things, where obviously, like, no actual animal is getting harmed from it, which is a huge reason why a lot of people are vegan, and that is part of my reason for being vegan, but it doesn't take out necessarily the health reasons. And you know, with lab grown meat, we don't really know if there's any health detriments to it too. So I don't know, I feel like it's something I might try just to see what it tastes like, because I'm kind of curious, but I don't think it would be a staple in my diet. That's usually been my response to that one. I don't know about Mitchell. I think he's a little more skeptical of it even than me.
Mr. Stokes said, just popped in. Hi. Did you make all that tofu?
Yes, these are our little tofu. So I'm tucking these away in this little towel here. We're going to press some more water out of it. We want to make sure our tofu's fairly dry, or as dry as we can get it, to go in the oven, because it's going to bake and get a lot more crispy that way. So I'm going to get out the cutting board and then let Mitchell press it, and then he's going to go ahead and season it as well. So let me get the cutting board. I'll get his seasoning bowl out. You like the big one or this one?
This small one's good. Super Mario Luigi No One said, we are destroying ourselves with lab meat.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't eat lab meat, so I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty sus. I don't eat regular meat, so I don't know why I would be eating lab grown meat. So yeah, anyways. We're going to press our tofu now. So tofu has a lot of moisture to it. So sometimes that can kind of get like that undesirable texture. So when you're at the restaurant, I'm sure we've all gone to a restaurant and gotten some like wet, goopy, like mushy tofu. That's what we're trying to avoid. Because that's, I think, why people don't like tofu, is they get it served to them like that. And I don't blame you for not liking tofu like that. What you want to do is get the moisture out, and you want to season it well and bake it so that it pulls more of the moisture out and makes it a little more crispy on the outside. That's a much more desirable tofu texture.
Where did you leave off on here? I
think it was all caught up. Let me see.
Okay, it's a lot of like politics
stuff.
I'm just gonna skip the politics stuff. Let's see.
Unless it's about food politics.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not politics people, so we're not gonna read politics comments.
Anyways, what we're doing is we're getting this cutting board and I'm putting some pressure on it, and some of that moisture is going to come out of the tofu here. And then we're going to do a dry rub seasoning, and we're going to bake it in the oven at 400 degrees. So I'm going to put the oven at 400, let it preheat. And what we're going to do is do a dry rub seasoning. So I have Cajun seasoning. Once again, I get that from the bulk bin at the grocery store, but highly recommend exploring your spice and herb aisle, and you can get a lot of good stuff to flavor your food. Getting spices and herbs on your food, great way to get some extra antioxidants, but a lot of good flavor without adding extra calories.
All right, we got some more comments on here.
Go ahead.
Third Eye Honey said KFC isn't Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore because their chick is lab grown, which isn't a real chicken. Is that true?
I have no idea.
Interesting. That'd be interesting if that's actually true.
I feel like they're like have the farthest thing from real meat when they're like really factory farm the meat. It's just kind of, I don't There's levels
Chica's.
to real meat. You know, there's like a chicken that like roamed around eating seeds out of the ground, and then there's like crammed in a pen and fed corn and antibiotics. So
Chica's mom said every time you fill your gas tank, every time you rely on FDA approved drug, you live politics.
yeah, well, whatever.
Magic by Wayne said we all like different textures of tofu.
So I'm curious, do you guys like the softer tofu? I mean, like I think there's certain uses for it, but like for me, when I'm eating it plain, I typically like to have like a more firmer texture to bite into. I'm curious what you guys think. What I think is not very good, and I don't think it's very healthy when they're like cooking the tofu in a shit ton of oil, because it can really soak up a lot of that oil and really throw off the macros. So in terms of like building muscle and keeping a leaner physique, that's not very optimal because tofu already has a decent amount of fat. It has like 1 to 2 fat to protein ratio already. So adding too much oil to it is definitely gonna throw those macros off.
Patty PK said I missed it. What brand of tofu is it? It's the Costco brand.
Let me show you.
Kirkland.
We get this at Costco, but
Yeah.
the main thing that I recommend is organic, extra firm tofu. So those are kind of the criteria there.
Yeah, if you don't have Costco, just look for those.
We want organic so that we can avoid less of those pesticides. And then extra firm, I find that to be a more desirable texture. Holds together better, unless you're going to make something else with it, like a dessert or blend it up or something.
Sadie Kopax is back. She said hi again.
Hi, welcome back, Sadie.
And then, let's see. Flash said you never get tired of eating the same meal every week.
So what we do and what we recommend so that you don't get tired of it when you're meal prepping is having days off of it. So we do this for 5 days, and then the other 2 days we have something else to eat. So what we do is so Sunday through Thursday meal prep, we have the same meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Friday and Saturday we'll still make the same breakfast. We have that every day, but we'll go out to eat or we'll cook something new, kind of refresh the palate, and then weekdays we just kind of go back to the same routine. So, and it makes you really appreciate when you go out and eat and have something different to eat. So I guess it's like, it's pretty mundane during the week, but then it makes it exciting on the weekend when I can go have something else, like some Thai food or Mexican food or something.
Nat Cat.
A little bit of oil to this. And
Nat Cat said, no, I think firm, crispy is the best start for a lot of recipes. Think about the tofu.
Yeah, I think firm, crispy is like, in general, people's favorite when eating the tofu on its own. So, but I mean, if you like soft tofu, more power to you. Just what I recommend is trying not to get it too oily. So I just put a little drop of oil on our baking pan there and wiped it around just so it doesn't stick. I'm not really trying to get that tofu oily. So I mean, there's like less than a tablespoon of oil.
Patty PK said, thank you. Have you used Butler soy curls?
We don't use the soy curls too often, but next weekend I'm going camping. So I actually plan on bringing dried soy curls as a way to just have some dehydrated food that's light, easy to bring, and then I can add water to it. That way I can get a lot of protein when I'm camping. So
I feel like someone mentioned that brand, maybe because it's like organic or something. Yeah.
Those are the organic ones. I've been wanting to try that, but our grocery store doesn't really have a. It's like non-GMO, but I don't know if it's like technically organic. So
yeah, I don't think so.
Organic soy when I can, but for the camping trip, it's just more practical to do that.
Rose said, "What is your breakfast?" So we do oatmeal. So that's going to be one part of our breakfast. We'll probably show this near the end. And then we also do smoothies. So I actually already have those pre-made. We're just going to blend those up after we're done here. But that is our breakfast pretty much every single morning.
On our YouTube channel, we have videos like what we eat in a day, grocery shopping hauls, things of that nature. So like a deeper look into like our daily routine and what we eat. So if you're interested in seeing what we eat in a day or what type of things we go and eat when we go out to eat, you definitely want to go and check it out on YouTube. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers on there. So when you're done with the stream today, if you want to head over there, you can watch some of our long form content and you can see more into our diet and learn more about nutrition.
Banana Girl just spammed us with a bunch of chicken leg emojis.
Oh, I'm so offended by your chicken leg emoji. I think it's funny when people come and they see that we're vegan and they like comment like steak or something. Like I'm like going to be bothered.
Oh, now it's chicken leg, steak, bacon, It's like all the meat
Thank you.
emojis.
Thank you for your engagement.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're doing is we're doing that dry rub seasoning on our tofu here. So I'm basically just rubbing the seasoning around all the edges of the tofu. So it brings some good flavor, but also acts as a way to get a more crispy edge to our tofu, almost as if you added like flour or cornstarch or something, but much more flavor to it. So kind of dries out the edges, make it more crispy. Good flavor for sure.
Drive and Tune said, how did you dry tofu?
So what we did is, let me just show you really quick when I'm done with this. We put it on this like thin towel, cut it up, and then folded this towel over, and we pressed it, and it kind of pulled some of the moisture out. It's not perfect. You could spend a lot longer doing that and let it sit out and really dry out, but for the sake of time when we're meal prepping, we do this for convenience. So if you want it drier and more firm, you can definitely let it sit there a little longer.
All right, we got some more comments here.
Yeah, keep firing off.
Alita34 followed us. Thank you.
Shout out to Alita for giving us a follow.
And then Banana Girl, the person who was spamming us with the emojis. So why did you become vegan?
Well, I became vegan for health reasons. I feel like it's good for longevity. Helps you avoid chronic disease. Ilana definitely did it like more for ethical reasons initially, but I think there's some overlap there. We both find some ethics and some health reasons for it. So I just decided to try it one day, and I liked it. It felt good, and I found a way to get enough protein on this diet, given just what I knew about nutrition. So
Catherine said, are you using firm or extra firm?
We're using extra firm tofu. So to be honest, I don't know. I find that firm tofu, it's really not that firm. Even some extra firm tofus aren't that firm in my opinion. So I always go for extra firm. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the ones that are marketed as firm are just so soft already. So it's not really my palate.
The Vegan Anthem said, animals are not objects. There's for them veganism, the principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. Leslie Cross, 1951. The principle realizes personhood, without which deludes objecthood. Wrong, not possible. Lab grown is not vegan. You can be animal exploitation free, not vegan, which is only having a principle against other animal exploitation.
I don't know. That's just like, I'm just skeptical of that. Even if I wasn't vegan, I wouldn't want to. I don't know who that market is for. I feel like people who eat meat definitely aren't going to want lab grown meat. What I think the lab grown meat will probably be used for is like ultra processed foods, like. I'm sure like McDonald's will kind of adopt that.
Yeah,
just
probably.
Like people who don't think about where the food comes from. Like, but anyone like who has any sort of like mindfulness of that, I feel like would reject the concept of a lab grown piece of meat.
I'd be interested to try it, to be honest, but like I wouldn't like. I don't think I'd ever have it be like a staple of my diet, but I'd be interested to try it.
I feel like I'd be growing in an appendage somewhere.
I'd maybe wait, a few years of it like being out and make sure people don't have extra appendages from it. Okay. Maddie said it's really good. I'm guessing about tofu. And then Sheila said, I've been thinking about trying it. I'm afraid of the texture. Is it like queso fresco texture?
I would say it's like scrambled eggs. Like imagine you got like you scrambled eggs in a pan and then just like caked it into like a block. It's kind of that texture. If you get it too wet, it's not going to be like that texture. But extra firm tofu should be like scrambled egg texture. But if you are afraid of the texture, definitely try to get extra firm. Not firm, not medium, soft, whatever else there is. Extra firm will probably be more palatable for someone not wanting the goopy texture.
Patty PK said, for the tofu haters, I blend it in sauces for added protein. Can't even taste it. Really and the fam loves it.
I've seen a lot of people make like a high protein like pasta sauce.
Yeah, that's cool.
So like that's a good use for those like softer tofus. the ones that have more water in it. Because then you won't have like a chunkier sauce, but if you want like a smoother, creamier sauce or something like that, then soft tofu can definitely be good for that. Right, we're gonna get that in the oven. So
someone said, "Shake the camera if you need help, sister." Ames said, "Late to the party. What are you putting on the tofu?"
Oh, so this is Cajun seasoning. That's the remains of it. We get that from the grocery store in the bulk bin. So I got the Cajun seasoning and I added my own salt to it because the Cajun seasoning itself doesn't have any salt. We're gonna have to dispose of the remaining Cajun. Sorry if you guys find that wasteful, but I always eyeball it to see how much is the right amount. Sometimes I get it right.
Banana Girl said, "Are you sure it's healthy?"
Tofu?
I think so.
I've been eating it for a long time. I don't feel like I'm too unhealthy, but no, I mean, people have been eating tofu for a long time. Tofu and seitan has been used just by, like they've used it in Asia for centuries, like thousands of years. So I'd say it's fairly safe.
Patty PK followed us, and Drive and Tune said temp of oven and how long. So temperature is 400, right? That's temperature set too. Okay.
And it depends on the size of the tofu chunks that you're using.
We're doing about an hour.
So we're cooking it for an hour. Those are 4-ounce chunks of tofu. If you have smaller pieces, it might be a little bit less. So just something to consider. But what I do is I just go and check on it. I don't even set a timer. I go and peek in after a little bit time. After 45 minutes, I go look, I touch it. You just want it to be kind of crispy on the outside. So.
All right, I'm gonna let you catch up on the Q&A while I wash the veggies.
Okay.
You're gonna do like little Mitchell Q&A, so they don't get bored while I wash the veggies.
Should I selfie mode it? Or
I think selfie mode
okay.
while I wash the veggies.
All right, guys, give me 1 second. We're gonna selfie mode Q&A.
There's a few on YouTube that I haven't gotten to too.
Okay, so let's flip guys around. Bear with me here. Let me just flip. Okay. The vegan anthem said, "Animals do not consent to have their flesh grown in a lab. We are not to view sentient beings as resources. Diet is not yours when it is someone else. YouTube is full of rage bait and animal industry movies." Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I wouldn't consider the lab grown meat thing vegan, but I don't know. I guess that's up for debate with people. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh, we have a lot of chat to catch up on. Okay. I know bro wants a steak so bad. I haven't had steak in, 8 years or something like that, so clearly haven't wanted it too bad. Let's see. Can you cook tofu in the air fryer? Yes, you can cook tofu in the air fryer. We have one right here. And it's much quicker that way, but the air fryer is smaller and we're doing a big batch of tofu, so we would use the oven. I do think it comes out a little bit better in the oven. It can get a little more crispy. The air fryer, I find, just burns the outside without fully cooking the inside. Catherine said, "Same. I prefer extra firm and still have to press it. Of course, silken tofu sauces is good." Definitely, yeah. Silken tofu could be good for those pasta sauces. Someone asked, "What's in the mixing bowl?" I may have answered that one, but it was Cajun seasoning. Ames said, "I freeze my tofu first and it makes the texture more meaty and firm." I've heard of people doing that. I've never tried it, but I think sometimes in the grocery store they freeze it before they put it out. So that might be something we can experiment with because I am a fan of the firm tofu. I feel his perspective. It sounds weird, lab-grown term. Yeah, I don't know. It's just strange to me. So we'll save the lab-grown meat for McDonald's and stuff. Slytherin Roses said, "I love tofu when cooked right. It's delicious." Yeah, so we've kind of dialed in our recipe on there. So if you did miss the tofu part of it, we have a replay of our meal prep. One time we filmed it wide for YouTube. So we have a video like this as a long form video on YouTube. So if you guys want to subscribe when you're done here, definitely check out our YouTube channel. Drive and Tune said, "Appreciate you sharing what you have tried and learned." You're welcome, Drive and Tunes. We always like to share this type of stuff because we've learned a lot over the years about eating vegan and how to get the food to taste great. Sither and Roses says, I love seeing what you guys are cooking. Delicious ways to get new meal ideas. Thank you, Sither and Roses. What is tofu made of? Tofu is made out of soybeans. So they basically take a bunch of soybeans and mash it up and let it settle. And what that does is it removes some of the fiber and some of the carbohydrate and protein from it. So that you have, some of the carbohydrate and fat from it. So you have a more protein dense soybean chunk. So it's basically 100% soybeans, but they get rid of some of the fiber of it. Air fryer is awesome as long as it's a lower temp and not crowded. Yeah, so the air fryer I find good for just small batches of stuff. Like when we cook on the weekend, if there's like a smaller amount of tofu, sometimes we'll use the air fryer if it's for like one meal. And Patty said, drain, press, freeze, thaw. It's great. So you drain it, press it. So you do what you did now and then freeze it and then thaw it. Okay, that's a good idea. That would be a lot more work than we're used to. So we like to meal prep for the convenience. You know, we already spend 2 hours doing this, so there's like a good balance. I'm sure it would taste much better that way, but in terms of trying to get our convenient meal prep in, I don't know. Ames said, I just marinated in some Japanese barbecue sauce. It was so good. That does sound pretty good. Are you guys skating? I don't know what you mean by stating, but if you want to elaborate, I'll answer. Dating? We're married. Driving Tunes, have you tried a soy marinade or Thai inspired tofu? Like a soy sauce type of marinade that we've used that before. And we get Thai food pretty often, so we get their tofu. Oh, what's up, Ivy? Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, so we're gonna, and Patty said small batch to try it. I think you mean about the frozen tofu. All right, we're gonna flip you around and give you to Ilana here.
All right, so I got all these veggies nice and washed. So here we got some carrots, some broccolini, some purple cabbage. This is all going in our first meal prep with that Cajun tofu and our curry rice. So all of that's gonna be our lunch for the week.
Couple of people are just saying bye. Bye, Sither and Roses.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Make sure to hop over to YouTube and subscribe.
And Patty says they have to go as well. So see you guys. See you next time. And be sure to follow or subscribe so you can meet with us again. We'd love to have you back.
So this is some broccolini, getting that cut up. So once I've gotten all this cut up, Mitchell's going to give you guys the oil spiel. You want to stay around for the oil spiel, trust me. He's going to give you guys the oil spiel, and then we're going to just lightly oil these in the pan, fry them up, and these are going to go nicely into that first meal prep to give us some good fiber. We want to make sure we get that fiber for the week. That's one thing that I think a lot of people miss out on too in their meal preps is making sure they have enough fiber. Really helps things go through your digestive tract a little better. So don't forget to put some veggies in your meal prep. You don't just need the chicken and rice or the tofu and rice, whatever you're making. You need some fiber. So make sure to include some veggies. Don't just boy dinner it.
What about people on like the opposite end of that spectrum that like over prioritize fiber and don't get enough protein?
For sure, and I think that's a huge mistake that a lot of vegans make is maybe just having veggies. Like for instance, yesterday I went to a museum with my mom and we were thinking about just eating lunch over at the museum cafe, but there was nothing really vegan other than this like cauliflower steak. Like it wasn't like a real I hate when they call it stuff like that because there's no protein in that. You would eat it and be hungry again in an hour. You're just getting a bunch of fiber and good vegetable, but like that you're not gonna be full off of that, and you're definitely not gonna be able to build muscle off of it. You need to make sure that you have a good protein source in your diet. If you're vegan, tofu, seitan, tempeh, you can have TVP, things like that that have a decent amount of protein for the number of calories that you're eating. That's what you want to look for.
Small Engine Racing said, wait, are you supposed to cut the broccolini?
I did. That's as cut as we get it.
DJ Hall said, another $300 meal prep underway.
I don't know.
That's not $300. It's
yeah.
I think it's probably like what? I think it's like $5 to $8 a meal, depending on the meal and the size.
Yeah.
And there's 20 meals, so that's 20 times. It's
Those
like,
are like under 200.
yeah, it's under 200.
Which like.
And that's in
like,
California too. A California $200 is different than like a Louisiana $200.
To be fair, too, we also do source pretty like high quality ingredients for our meal preps. That is how we choose to spend our money. Is we do like to spend a lot of our money on food. We want to be healthy. If you want to be healthy, that should be where a lot of your paycheck is going to. Not going to Disneyland for $10,000. Like this is our Disneyland basically.
Ivy said, "Saw your latest gym review on YouTube. That place was fancy as hell."
Oh yeah, it was. I don't think it was worth the day pass though, to be honest.
You're supposed to hype it up. Come on.
I mean, like, you guys will have to watch and see why it wasn't worth $45. Like, that's a lot of money for a day pass.
It was a sick gym, but it was, yeah. Like,
yeah, we've paid that much money for day passes before. It's just like they were much better gyms, so we felt more satisfied from paying that much. So, yeah, I wouldn't go back. But you guys will see why if you watch the video.
It's probably better,
we
like...
had a sick workout there, though.
Yeah, it's always a good time, nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
All right.
DJ Hall said, "I'd hire someone to prep it. All that work is worse than being stuck on It's a Small World."
Mitchell, you have to show.
Oh, we have a
his
sleeping
eyes closed,
dog.
But like, he's really cute.
This is our sleeping couch dog. He got shaved the other day.
He got really scared in the middle of the night for fireworks.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fireworks. He doesn't like it very much.
He went and hid in our closet, and then he jumped in the bed, like, under the sheets between us, and then he got up and was, like, pacing around the room, and then Mitchell kicked him out and made him go downstairs.
Yeah, you were kind of crazy in the middle of the night. Oh, DJ Hall's It's a Small World was a Disney reference. I see what you're getting at now.
I see.
All right, we're going to switch, and I'm going to start stir-frying some veggies. So, all right, guys. Let me get my coffee real quick. Need the coffee before the oil spill. Alrighty. Let's get our pan out. So, let's go over a little bit of stir-frying stuff. I recommend a stainless steel or a cast iron pan. Yeah, I know it's dirty. It's really old and has burnt stains on it. It still works just fine. Stainless steel or cast iron, we don't want a no-stick pan. The reason for that is that no-stick layer has a weird chemical layer that is, we're now learning, is an endocrine disruptor. We want to avoid all that weird chemical exposure. So things like plastic containers, no-stick pans, things of that nature. There's a lot of little booby traps out there. That's one of them I like to avoid, especially when we're heating it up. So since it's a no-stick pan, I can't just throw stuff on it and start cooking. We need to use oil. But the problem with oil is that it's very calorie dense, and most people are overdoing it with the oil. So we want to be mindful of how much oil we put on that pan. So
Ellie said, "I love this. Feels so peaceful."
Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Ellie. What we're going to do is measure out our oil. Let's quickly go over the caloric density of oil. You want to show them that? So,
Yeah.
120 calories per tablespoon. That consists of 14 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, 0 grams of protein. And not really much nutrients either, like in terms of like vitamins and minerals. There's a little bit of antioxidants in olive oil, but other oils especially, empty calories. Empty calories are things where it's just sugar or fat, and it doesn't really provide any additional nutritional value. So we want to limit those empty calories in our diet. So what I'm going to do is, this still has hemp seeds in it from earlier.
DJ Hall said, "About to buy a Le Creuset enameled cast iron myself."
Nice, that'd be a good investment. So, you want to show them this? All we need is 1 tablespoon for a pan. And the vegetables that we're cooking here, they're going to be split up amongst 10 different meals. So I'm adding 120 calories of oil, split up amongst 10 different meals. We can do the math, that's 12 calories per meal. That's not a very significant amount. But, you know, if you're cooking one meal for yourself or for you and your partner, 1 tablespoon is 60 calories, or if it's for yourself, 120 calories. That's assuming you use 1 tablespoon. I see the mistake that a lot of people make is they don't measure it, or they don't have an idea of how calorie dense that is. They eyeball it and they pour several tablespoons on there, maybe even like a quarter of a cup of oil in that pan. If you do a quarter of a cup of oil in that pan, that's 480 calories. If that's just for you and your partner, or just you, that's 240 or 480 calories from oil. That's not providing any extra nutritional benefit besides calories from fat. So if your goal is to keep a leaner physique, or you want to lose weight, that's one thing I'd highly recommend keeping an eye out for, is how much oil is in your food when you're cooking. That's one thing you never know when you go out to eat at a restaurant, and that's the reason I like to meal prep here at home, is that I know how much oil's in it. Whereas when you go to the restaurant, you have no clue. I mean, you can assume you can tell if it's oily or not, but you really don't know the caloric density of it in the restaurant. So meal prepping can be much healthier if you stay mindful of something like this.
Genesis said, asked what pan materials are okay again?
Stainless steel and cast iron would be my recommendation. The no-stick pans, they're a little bit less expensive. Actually, I think a stainless steel pan is about the same price.
It's more about the
no-stick.
Convenience that was why people buy them.
The convenience, yeah, because you don't have to worry about it burning, but to be honest, you get a good, like, scrubber sponge thing. Even if you burn it, you let it soak and you scrub at it. If you suck at cooking, like, I mean, I'm not claiming I'm great at it, so sometimes we burn shit to the pan. That's why we have stainless steel. If you have a cast iron pan, it takes more like maintenance. You can't just be scrubbing at it, or you get the seasoning off it, or you'll chip pieces off of it. So if you're newer to cooking, stainless steel might be a little bit better. If you feel like you're very skilled at cooking and you want to really take care of a really nice pan, cast iron might be a better choice. But we like to experiment sometimes and cook new things. So that's better for stainless steel, because if you burn it, it's a little more forgiving. So yeah, once that oil heats up, it spreads around the pan very easily. That's fully coated around with 1 tablespoon. Whereas at first it didn't look like it coated the pan, but that's plenty now. 1 tablespoon covered that whole pan. The goal of that oil is to just coat your pan so it doesn't stick. Maybe add a little bit of flavor, but we don't want to overdo it with the calories from oil. So what we're going to do here is we're going to layer in our vegetables. So I start with carrots and cabbage, and then I add the broccolini. So the things you want the things that take longer to cook, we want to put in the pan first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want the carrots are going to take a while to cook down, and I want the cabbage to be a little softer. So I'm going to add those 2 in first, let them cook, and then add the broccolini. No one likes overcooked broccoli. I mean, maybe you do. If you do, you can add it all in at once, but I think a lot of like kids, I don't think like broccoli when it gets overcooked. When it starts getting like brown, that's when it's not very good. So we want our broccoli to stay green when we cook it. Let me get a spoon here.
Milo's being really cute on the couch.
He's so sleepy this morning.
Yeah, he's pretty tired because he was pacing around last night.
Yeah, so with our broccoli, if that starts to get brown, what's happening is it's oxidizing. So when you cook it, we want to maintain that green color. That means you're still keeping the chlorophyll in there active. That way it can do its thing in our body and antioxidize ourselves, for lack of a better term. So yeah, we're going to mix that around, try to get the little oil that's in there around all the veggies. Alright. So, in the meantime, we're waiting for our rice and tofu to be done. If you're just tuning in, by the way, what we're doing here, we have rice in our rice cooker. That's our Cajun rice. We're going to let that steam. It's almost done. In our oven, we have Cajun tofu.
You want to show them real quick?
No, we're going to keep the heat in there so
okay.
it cooks. Cajun tofu in the oven. And we're doing our stir-fried veggies, which we will season in a moment. Let me put you guys onto something here.
Tina Marie said, not a vegan, but I'm enjoying this and all the info I'm learning. Thank you, Tina Marie.
Glad you enjoy it, Tina. What we're going to add here for seasoning, no salt seasoning. We get that Costco. So I don't get it because it doesn't have salt. I get it because it has a lot of different dried vegetable flakes, herbs, and spices in it. It's like a big blend of different flavors. So grate this easy, like you don't have to think about it seasoning. We'll add that on the vegetables once we get them all in the pan. And then I'm going to add my own salt to it. So what I like about seasonings that don't have salt in it is that you can add a ton of it. I can add as much of this I want to the meal without, overdoing it on the sodium or calories. So great way to add a lot of flavor to the food.
Elaine69 said, "Good morning, guys. I haven't been getting notifications about your lives," with the cryy face and heartbreak emoji.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to get notified when we start streaming. Maybe
yeah, I don't know either.
Profile, there might be like an icon. I'm not too sure, but we do it every single Sunday. We start at like just before 8 a.m., so like 7:45 to 8 o'clock ish.
Oh, just heard the click.
Oh, is the
rice is ready.
All right, guys, you ready for the rice reveal?
MV said, "Looks like my piss jar."
What looks like the piss jar?
I don't know.
No salt
Maybe
seasoning?
that.
I hope you don't have a piss jar.
That's disgusting.
Anyways, rice. You ready for the rice reveal, guys? Make sure you get that on both. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at that.
Oh, IV specified that Pacific time, by the way, chat.
Oh, 8
yeah.
Pacific time. Thanks, Ivy. That's a good point. I forget that not everybody
lives in California.
Yeah, 8 a.m. Pacific time.
Ellie said, "Yes, me too. I'm not vegan, but I would love to have less animal protein from veggies. Or more from veggies."
Yeah, so, we don't really get our protein from the vegetables, but it's, from the tofu and
from plants.
seitan that from
soy.
plants,
Soy is plants, yeah.
All right, so we're going to bring this over there and start loading it up. You want to go get situated over there?
Dana Rose said, "Rice looks yummy."
Yeah, so that's a great way to flavor up that rice to make sure it's not just bland white rice.
Ellie said, "Yes, meant plants."
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start...
You want to tell them about the glass Tupperware?
Oh, this is a good point, yeah. So, let me get
it's a good thing to point out.
So, yeah, check out our Tupperware. So, look, we're trying to get rid of a lot of plastic. As you can see, we have glass Tupperware. They do have plastic lids, but we don't heat up the plastic lids, so it's not as much of a problem. But we do things like we drink out of glass bottles instead of a plastic water bottle. You can do a metal bottle as well, but these are kind of cool. I like these. So I have my glass gallon.
He's had that for like 6 years.
I've been drinking from this glass gallon for 6 years, guys.
It's crazy. Like, I think he got that during COVID.
Yeah, so I used to have like a plastic gallon that I would carry around with me, but if it sat in your car, it would taste like plastic. That plastic will leach into your water as it gets warm. And those microplastics are not very good for your endocrine system, so they contain xenoestrogens, which mimic human estrogen in your body and change your hormonal balance. So that can cause a lot of problems. It can mess with your fertility, your energy levels, cause all sorts of issues. So hormone imbalances aren't anything you want to mess with. So glass Tupperwares, these are Pyrex glass.
We got some more comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to give a little shout out to Kadra and Ellie for following us. Thank you.
Shout out to you guys.
And then Eileen said, "What seasoning did you use in the rice?"
Good question. So we added curry powder, black pepper, and salt to our rice. You just get like a dried curry powder, not like a coconut milk curry or something like that. This is basically a 0-calorie way to flavor your food, so get some good spices in there.
Elaine asked, "Is my hydro flask safe?"
Hydro flasks are solid, yeah, definitely. The reason I have the glass gallon is that I like having a gallon of water because I go through a lot of water throughout the day. Gallon hydro flasks were like $150, I think it was.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
Gallon, when I bought the glass gallon, it was $15. I've seen at the store, due to inflation, they're like $30 now, so that's just in 6 years. Kind of crazy.
How much was it when you bought it?
It was $15.
That's
so
crazy,
prices
yeah.
have doubled.
Wow.
I don't know why glass bottles have gotten more expensive, but it's just representative of everything, you know.
Lena followed us.
Shout out to Lena.
Tina Marie said, "Will be." I'm guessing following, and she said, got to go, but I won't be tuning in to watch you guys again. Thanks. Have a great
She
Sunday.
won't be?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Well, you can if you want. Feel free to go.
Sammy.
What we did.
Sammy gave. I don't know. Sammy gave us. Oh, Sammy gave us a follow, and then Jeopardy Mom reposted. Thank you, Jeopardy Mom. Let's see. Christina Stone reposted us.
Shout out to Christina
Eileen said thank you. Bridget followed us. Tina Marie. Oh, she followed us. Maybe she did. Yeah, maybe she meant she would, and it just typo. That's it seemed like a weird thing to. Yeah, it seemed like a weird thing to comment that you won't be rejoining.
We know what you mean.
Yeah, Eileen followed us. Elaine said, "Yeah, dude, they are outrageous."
The Hydro Flask.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I mean, if you have one, they'd probably last a long time. I just thought with the glass gallon that I would break it and get a new one, but I never ended up breaking it. So it's been a pretty good investment. Yeah.
Iris Gal said, "I feel like you're burning your carrots right now."
Yeah. We're gonna add our broccoli over here.
Sammy said,
no, they're not burning.
That was a while ago too, so
yeah, I went back.
they were trying to look out for us.
We're gonna add our broccoli in there now.
Sammy asked, "What kind of rice are you fixing?"
That was a white basmati rice from the foothills of the Himalayas. That's what it says on the bag.
Yeah.
It's like saying it, but yeah. So and the reason it's orange is that we added curry powder to it to give it some good flavor. So it's basically white basmati rice, curry powder, black pepper, and salt.
Diggums Chief Wiggums followed us.
Oh yeah, Diggums Chief Wiggums.
It's a fun name to say. Antoinette said, "What are we cooking?"
Yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in, what's going on is we're doing our meal prep for the week. We're cooking 20 meals, 2 different types of meals. But right now we have the curry rice. You probably already saw the curry rice.
Just
veggies.
in case.
We're doing a veggie stir fry in the oven, which I want to keep closed so that it bakes at a prompt amount of time. We have Cajun tofu. So tofu, rice, and veggies is that first meal. We run that one on repeat all the time. Perfectly balanced macros. We love the taste of it. Our other meal is going to be rice, garbanzo beans, seitan, which is a different plant-based protein. We have it in here. Yeah. We like these Upton's chorizo, or we like the Italian seasoning one, but they ran out at the store, so we had to settle with chorizo. But they're basically like a meatless crumble, but very clean ingredients, so we really like these. We asked them to sponsor us because we always recommend their product, but they said they weren't sponsoring people at the moment.
They said they're going to send us stuff.
Agreed to send us some coupons to get some and a shirt. So I'm really excited to see what my Upton's
we'll show it off.
shirt looks like. We'll have to show that to you guys, but we're not sponsored by them formally. They are sending us a gift, but we do really like their product.
We've got a lot of messages to catch up on.
Oh yeah, time, guys.
Janice shared the live. Melody gave us a follow.
Thank you.
Alex said, W vegan meal prep.
Hell yeah, W's in the chat.
Sarah shared our live. Jennifer said she's rude. I think that was about Tina. Sorry, Tina, if you're still on here. I think we misread. Yeah, I think that was a typo.
We like Tina.
But anyways, and then let's see. Oh, gotta go back.
Yeah, I'm just stir frying these veggies up.
Alex gave us a follow.
Thanks, Alex.
Kanairai followed us.
Go to the chat. We have a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to anyone who's followed us. We really appreciate it.
Well, I like to shout them out. Diggums, Chief Wiggums said, I think Tina meant she will be, yeah. Jennifer asked, what are we making? We already said that. Sarah Clark gave us a follow. Ellie said, I feel anxious about it too.
About the carrots burning?
Oh, probably about the carrots burning. This is a while ago.
They're actually like pretty well cooked right now.
Tennessee Tater said, you not worried about the Pyrex exploding from the temperature change, or are they warm?
So Pyrex glass, Pyrex specifically, you can heat it up. You can put these in the oven and they won't shatter. You can microwave them. Not Pyrex glass would actually crack in the oven. So I don't know what they do to make it like tempered like that, but Yeah, so Pyrex is safe to heat up, so it won't crack or explode or anything.
Alicia Quad gave us a follow.
Shout out to Alicia.
Cosmic Cornbread said, "How the fuck you stirring that?"
Without spilling
Once it cooks down, it gets a little
practice.
easier.
By the way, guys, I'm using a wooden spoon here. That's one thing that a lot of people do that might add more microplastics into your system is stirring with a plastic utensil. Because you can see, like, if you check this out, there's little burnt parts of this spoon. If that was plastic, it'd be melting a little bit into our food, adding more microplastics into our system. So wooden spoon or a metal spoon. A metal would scratch your pan, so that's why I like a wooden spoon for stirring. It works pretty well. So.
Sammy said, "Looks great, thanks." Granny Lou said, "How do you clean your jug for water?"
Sometimes I just like rinse hot water through it, or take a paper towel and stick my finger as far into there as possible and just swirl it around, and it cleans the rim. But it's probably not like, it probably has its own.
Has a little bit of algae in it.
Culture growing in there.
Yeah, it's kind of his little fish tank.
Yeah, I mean it's just my flora at this point, so you don't have to drink from it if you don't want.
Rahilak said, "What kind of veggies?"
Yeah, so we have broccolini, carrots, and purple cabbage. We need to season this as well.
It's starting to get a little.
Huh?
I was just saying, get you guys in a little pan. Okay.
Let me start seasoning this with our no salt seasoning, which I will add some salt to as well. So.
Sexy J23 gave us a follow. Saturnus. Oh yeah, sorry. Saturnus gave us a follow. Ellie said, "Wow, sounds so delicious," and she shared the live. Scar said, or Scar gave us a follow.
Because that has no salt, so we can add as much of it as we want, just adding good flavor in there.
Irma gave us a follow. Silverbed gave us a follow. Let's see, we're almost caught up here. Keep going. Oh.
So sprinkle a little salt on there.
Elaine said, "Let's go coupons, LOL." Oh, I think about the Uptons.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what we get. Yeah.
Moon Mantra gave us a follow. Alicia Quad said, "What is in the pan?" I think we just answered that. Antoinette said, "I'm vegetarian but scared to eat fake meat. Is it really good for you?"
So there's some fake meats that I'd say aren't very good for you. This is a great question. So I mean, we're not a fan of Impossible Meat, Beyond Meat, but what we have here, I wouldn't even call it like, I mean, it's kind of resembles ground beef, but I wouldn't really categorize it as like fake meat. So this is seitan. They've been eating seitan for thousands of years. In ancient China, the monks would do this because they were vegetarian, and it was a way they can get more protein. So it's basically wheat flour, but they removed the starch from it, so it's just the protein from the wheat flour. And it turns into this like kind of rubbery umami texture that can be made into mock meats, but this one particularly, if it's just seitan, I'd say is pretty decent. Tofu as well. Those are like our two protein sources, but I don't really consider them like a mock meat. I guess this kind of looks like it, but
yeah.
What we're trying to avoid is like those really processed mock meats that have a long list of ingredients. This one is basically the vital wheat gluten, which is the starchless wheat flour, soy sauce, and spices. So very simple ingredients on this one. Whereas like Beyond and Impossible Meat, you go through there and there's ingredients that just they don't really resonate with me personally. I don't know what you guys think, but curious what you guys think of the Impossible or Beyond Meat versus like cleaner alternatives like a healthier seitan or even tofu.
Ellie said meal prep lives is every Sunday, same time.
Yep, every Sunday, 7:50 a.m. Pacific time. Call it 8 o'clock. Sometimes it takes us a minute to get the ball rolling. So.
Oh, wait, we got a lot of chat. I'm sorry.
Right,
we're still really behind.
Let's go.
We have like 19 new messages.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Fire 'em off.
Okay, I'm going to stop shouting at the follows, but I really appreciate you guys. If you follow, if you reshare it, really appreciate you. But we got to do some more rapid fire. Joe Cruz said a walk will definitely be helpful in the future.
Yeah, we thought
I'm going to switch sides with you.
A walk would be nice.
We
make it work.
Recarney said, I just know you're tired of eating the same meals.
I mean, we keep doing it, so clearly we're not too tired of it.
Milo's being really cute. Oh, he moved. Beautiful said it's tempered glass. I think about the
The
Pyrex.
Pyrex, yeah, it's tempered glass.
Oh my god, we have 28 new
Yeah, keep
messages.
reading them.
Iris said, haha, it was before you stirred, but I actually like a little brown on carrots. Glad they're okay.
Oh, we're really behind. All right.
Alex said, how do you make the tofu? My tofu always has an aftertaste that I don't like. I don't know if that's the taste.
I wonder if your tofu might be like too old. I would check the expiration date. But anyways, we get organic extra firm tofu. That's one step. Dry rub seasoning with Cajun seasoning or whatever seasoning you like. Bake it in the oven. If you want to see the full thing, you can go on our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, we have a full meal prep guide, just like this one, but in a long form video where it's edited and stuff. But definitely worth going and subscribing on YouTube when you're done here. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, so we'd love if you guys could give us the support over there when you're done here.
Unlimited Nutella said, why is high protein and vegan in the same sentence?
Because it's possible. I get over 200 grams of protein a day on a vegan diet, and I use it to build muscle, so that's why.
Vicky Grant says, looks delicious. Granny Lou said, I like the jug. Julie Welton said, when you microwave tofu, does it get mushy when you reheat your
It gets a little
meals?
softer when you microwave it. If you were to heat it back in the oven, it stays crispier. So that's the beauty of the Pyrex glass, is you can reheat that in the oven if you want. I usually just microwave it when I'm on the go or something, but you could put it in the oven.
Oh, this one's interesting. Joe Cruz said, put a tablespoon of uncooked rice in the jug along with soap and water. It'll scrub the walls for you.
Oh, that's such a good
Oh,
idea.
yeah, that's a good idea. We'll take you up on that,
Who
Joe
said
Cruz.
that?
Joe Cruz.
Shout out to Joe Cruz. I'm gonna
That's a
try
good
that.
idea.
That's a really good idea.
Dana Rose said, what are the spices in that no salt seasoning?
Let me give
Lots
you
of different
There's
herbs.
a lot of them, but
Yeah.
it's all organic. Onion, garlic, carrot, black pepper, bell pepper, tomato, orange peel, parsley, bay leaves, thyme, basil, celery, lemon peel, oregano, savory, mustard seed, cumin, marjoram, coriander, cayenne pepper, rosemary. Pretty good stuff. Tastes really good.
Dap Rugged says, my ex calls me Beyond Meat. I feel like
Did
they've
you
been
come and
on
say
here
that?
before.
You said
Yeah.
that before. That was, sorry, dude.
Chief KC said, just eat a steak. No thank you, but thank you.
No, that's fine.
And then
We have
Becky's
our
front,
steak in the
yeah.
oven right now. If you want to watch it, see what it is.
Becky's front porch said, good info, thank you.
Yeah,
Cole Manfriend said, FDA just approved lab-grown meat. I threw out my freezer time to get clean.
you're gonna like he's gonna get the lab
I think
grown meat?
so.
I don't know. I don't like the lab grown meat thing. That weirds me out.
Chief KC said, try some burnt ends.
Some burnt ends.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Baby G said, what was the meat called?
Tofu.
Maybe they might have meant about the seitan.
The seitan. Oh, the
Upton seitan.
It's Upton's.
Oh my god, we have 21 messages
Upton's.
still.
We'll show you it later, but Upton's Naturals.
Here, I want you to
seitan
do
company.
rapid fire on the chat while I wash this out.
All right, you guys ready for rapid fire chat time? Hold on, let me flip you guys around.
Ready.
Oh, there's 321 of you guys here. Hell yeah. Aaron Murphy on YouTube said you're not shaking the camera enough.
Yeah, I read that a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Just to give you some feedback. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Hold on. Oh, there's a lot of you. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. I need to get my. Holy shit! All right, this is. I need a sip of coffee for this. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get to your quick sip of coffee, and I'm gonna get to you guys' chat. Okay, you're in. Elaine said, do you guys ever have a cheat day? You know, some chicken nuggets or Taco Bell or sometimes. So we never cheat on the vegan diet, but sometimes we have other unhealthy things. Like yesterday, I was watching UFC and I got a bag of chips from the store. Avocado oil chips, that is. So sometimes we have a cheat day, but not like from the vegan diet. What about the Morningstar food? I've heard of Morningstar. I can't think of it off the top of my head what exactly it is. Yeah, sometimes they're vegetarian, but we don't really do those ones. Anna said, got the George Washington hairstyle. I haven't gotten that one before.
New one for you.
Shout out to you guys following Baby G, Antoinette, Flower, MRT,
And all of you guys who are sharing the live, really appreciate it. Nicolina said, can doing vegan help with swelling in your body and joints? Yes, a healthy plant-based diet that is full of whole processed foods. And I would definitely recommend adding in some more dense protein sources like tofu and seitan can help reduce inflammation. That's one of the main reasons I continue doing the plant-based diet is to have less inflammation in the body. Blue Bunny said, I see my future and it's bright. I think you are going to have a very bright future as well. Ellie said, oh, okay, I love that. I'm down to try tofu. Never had it. Yeah, so on YouTube, you can see how we cooked that earlier if you wanted to check that out. Let's see. He looks like Nyland, the Norway goalkeeper. This is a different Norway guy. I've been getting a lot
It was
of.
very Norwegian.
I've been getting a lot of. What's the word
It's
called?
the long hair and blue eyes.
I've been getting a lot of doppelgangers on ever since I started TikTok Live. Raina said, how long do you let these cool before storing? We basically wait until they're at least like just warm and not hot to the touch. So like that rice is going to be cooled. It'll be fairly cooled off. So I don't know how long, but you just got to feel it. You don't want it to steam up in there when you put the lid on it.
I'm curious if anyone thinks that he looks like Patty Pimblett from UFC.
No. There's but tofu is. What? Okay. Someone said, but tofu is chalk. I don't know what that means. Bro, that food looks so mid. You haven't even seen the tofu yet, so don't knock it till you try it. Elaine says, have you guys saved money compared to buying meat all the time? Okay, if you bought like shitty factory farmed meat, it would probably be about the same price. If we compare it to getting like grass-fed organic meat, we would definitely save a ton of quality stuff. So, yeah, we've saved. Alex said, thanks. I became vegan because of my OCD and lost a lot of weight. Congrats. Glad I can follow some recipes. Awesome, dude. Congrats on the weight loss. Kimberly said, looks good. Thank you, Kimberly. Did you buy the veggies all together or separately? We bought them separately and then cut them up. Okay, Alana's cutting more veggies up. Let me.
I have a lot more chat to catch up on.
Yeah,
But why don't you just keep catching up on the chat?
All right.
We'll touch on the veggies after.
Okay, here's some footage of Alana cutting veggies while I answer your chats. Let me see. Holy shit! Wow, you guys are crushing it in the chat today. Did you buy the veggies all together? Oh no, that's where we're at. Sage1 said, after rinsing, put your glass jar out in the sun. Oh, that's a really good idea, actually, to let it disinfect.
Oh, that is a good
you guys
idea.
have got me some good tips
feedback.
for cleaning my jug.
Thank you guys.
Elaine said, RIP, bro, lab-grown meat is dangerous. Just wait and see. It'll all be recalled. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Kimberly said, they are vegan. What's with people's comments?
I don't know. People like
We're used to it.
shit.
Don't worry.
Like
They're just trolling. Raina said, how long do you let the... Wait, did she ask that again? Oh, maybe she asked it again because we didn't get to it. We've been behind on the chat. Let's see. But no, we let it cool completely, pretty much. Someone said, sir, did you shower today? No, I have not showered yet today. But we woke up and just started meal prepping. I usually meal prep.
Smell him through the phone.
I showered last night. Don't worry. I don't stink. Let's see. Christy said, oh, she answered Raina's question. Room temperature. We try to get it to pretty much cool off. Iris said, I used to eat Morningstar. It's no longer on my list. I'm not too familiar with it. I'd have to take a look at it, but we don't eat it, so that maybe says something. Shout out to guys who have followed us. We appreciate it. Hated by Men said, what is the next meal?
So next meal is going to be shiitake mushrooms, this chard and kale, along with some more curry rice, and then our seitan, which is in the bag there. You want to show them one more time the seitan?
Yeah, and garbanzo beans.
Oh yeah, and garbanzo beans. Yeah, with the seitan, because it doesn't have all of the amino acids in it, we want to make sure we pair our grain protein with a legume protein. So we want to have some beans with it. We love garbanzo beans. I find that those stay pretty well in meal prep.
Let's see. Wendy said, "Does the virus going around the U.S. with the contaminated veggies affect your diet?" Oh, does the virus going around? I wasn't aware of the virus going around.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that either.
We'd love if you can inform us about it, but we do try to get like the stuff we get is like generally locally grown.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that helps, but we also try to get like organic stuff. So I mean, we try to shop more high quality ingredients. So hopefully that doesn't affect us. Nicolina said, "Thank you so much because I've been looking to change my diet and my doctor recommended vegan diet." She was the one that asked about the inflammation or the swelling around her
I
diet.
definitely think it could help with inflammation quite a bit. Get a lot of good antioxidants from a vegan diet.
Dana said, "I want to see that tofu, guys. If you're ready for the tofu, we have to do this quick so I don't let the heat out of the oven. Sneak peek, but you'll get a better look at it in a moment. There's the tofu. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I have to close it. You have to let it keep getting crispy. Wendy's chat got hidden. I'm gonna prove the hidden chats. I don't like when TikTok hides chats. Where was it? Oh man.
Yeah, then it sends you down to the bottom. That's why
I see.
Read it instead of like
Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. I'll have to get to that one in a moment. Christy said, "Tofu has been my go-to since I was diagnosed with an alpha-gal allergy." Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great alternative for meat if people can't eat meat. So, organic extra firm is my recommendation. Christy said, "Don't knock it till you try it." So, yeah, definitely you got to find a good recipe. So, we really like ours. Up Arrow said, "Can I have some?" Yeah, come on over, dude. Texas Angel said, "Hello, good morning." Good morning, Texas Angel.
Texas Angel's been here before.
Welcome back. Blue Bunny said, "OMG, everything looks so delicious." You know, tell them what you're cutting up there for veggies.
Yeah, so this is some kale and some chard and then some shiitake mushrooms. We find out of all the mushrooms, the shiitake mushrooms, they're pretty dry, and at Costco, they're fairly cost effective. So we really like that balance of like at Costco at least pretty cost effective, nice and dry. Things that are wetter don't stay as good in the meal prep.
Usorio said, "I'm here to learn English." Nice. I'm glad we can help you with that.
Yeah.
Teach you some food English. NYC exclusive says, "Hello, my hearts." And Elaine said, "Look it up, guys. It's explosive diarrhea. You have to cook veggies." So I'm sure y'all.
Oh.
Yeah, we do have spinach, but it's in the tub, so they usually like bleach the spinach anyway.
Yeah, I don't
so
really want the
that's a whole
explosive
different
diarrhea.
issue.
That doesn't sound fun. Wendy G said, "Do you spin your tofu?"
That was the one that got blocked. I don't know why that one got blocked. But, like, I mean, turn it over. No, we probably could, but we don't. There's just one side of it that's kind of crispier than the rest. But it's kind of fun to have one crispy edge of it. But if you want it evenly cooked, you could rotate it. It would probably.
Do you need to check the tofu?
No.
Okay.
It needs some time.
Adrock said, "No, do not use microwaves, not clean."
We use the microwave every time. I don't know the downside of it, but it's pretty convenient. I'm gonna add some oil to the pan. I already did a very thorough oil spiel earlier, so you'll have to go and watch a YouTube replay of our meal prep to get the oil spiel again. But 1 tablespoon, quick recap, 1 tablespoon, it'll spread around the whole pan. We don't want to overdo it with the calories from oil. They're empty calories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. So we're going to let that heat up and spread around.
Unlimited Nutella said, "Why is high protein and vegan in the same Oh, wait, we already... Oh, okay, yeah. Lisa said, "Wow, a doctor recommended a vegan diet. That's amazing."
Yeah, like I told the doctor one time I was vegan and she was like concerned and wanted to send me to a nutritionist. And I was like, "Well, what's the problem with it?" But she couldn't answer the questions I had about it. I was like, "Well, like she clearly didn't know enough about nutrition to tell me why the vegan diet was bad." So you're just like, I don't. She got kind of weird about it. So I haven't been back.
Ray Carney said, "I love steak though."
Yes.
Jim said, "Explosive diarrhea virus from produce, especially lettuces in the Midwest, very serious."
Okay, yeah, so.
Yeah, so I guess if you're in the Midwest, maybe beware.
It happens to lettuce a lot. It gets like an E. coli type of thing.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's because there's like cow poop in the water that they water it with. And then, I mean, there's always cow poop in some of the water that they're using, but if there's a certain virus in it. Sorry, we're gonna stop talking about.
Okay,
poop
Brenda
water.
said, how many days are you prepping for?
5 days. So we have 20 containers over here, 10 meals each, 2 meals a day. So yeah, that's we're gonna add some tofu to that. I promise. It's higher protein than rice and veggies.
Rhino gave us a
Shout
follow.
out to Rhino.
Teresa83 followed us. Kenzie said, y'all not worried about cyclosporiasis? That might be I wonder if that's the explosive diarrhea thing.
I don't know what that is, so I'm not worried about it.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Nico Lena said, is veggie burgers good to eat that are frozen, or do you have a recipe how to make veggie burgers?
Oh, one time we did make, we live streamed it one time. Sometimes we do live streams of just like random stuff we're cooking, and one time, it was on 4th of July, we made high protein burgers. So we do, but we don't have like a recipe, but it was made out of wheat gluten, so we made like a seitan burger type of thing. But yeah, so some of the store-bought veggie burgers are not very great, so I don't really recommend a lot of them. It's kind of hard to find. I don't have like a specific brand to even recommend.
Uzario said, greetings from Chile.
Greetings.
Azaria
USA.
said, Trader Joe's has a really nice high-protein tofu.
They do, yeah. They have a good, yeah, it's called high protein tofu. It's like an extra firm tofu. That one is pretty solid if you're shopping at Trader Joe's.
Blue Bunny said, what are empty calories?
Empty, that's a great question. Empty calories, good examples of them are oil and sugar. Those are calories that basically only have calories but don't provide any additional nutrition besides the actual calorie intake. So oil, for example, if you look at the thing, 14 grams of fat, 0 carbs, 0 protein. There's not a lot of vitamins and minerals in oil as well. Olive oil has like some antioxidants, but that's an example of an empty calorie because it's just calories, but there's not other stuff to provide you nutrition. So
Dana Rose
sugar
said,
is the same idea. It's just carbohydrate, no additional vitamins or protein or minerals or anything like that.
Dana Rose said, you can get plenty of protein from beans.
I would disagree. You can get some protein from beans, and I'm not saying don't eat beans, but if your goal is to build muscle, you won't be able to get enough protein from beans to build like a significant amount of muscle.
Unless they're soybeans.
Soybeans, yes, that's why we're having tofu, but for example, beans, they have a significant amount of carbohydrate and fiber, so by the time you get enough protein from those, you're going to be so full of the fiber and carbohydrate, not to mention you just won't really be able to eat enough of it. But beans themselves are actually an incomplete protein. It means that they don't have all of the amino acids you need to build muscle and undergo muscle protein synthesis. So they have to be combined with other types of protein. So beans, you can get some protein from it, and we do get some protein, but we don't rely on it solely.
T Slush said, my doc told me to lean towards a plant-based diet.
Nice, yeah. It's really great for longevity. But I think it's from the introduction of more whole, from over here.
Yeah.
More whole, unprocessed foods, these leafy greens. These are the key to that longevity that comes from a plant-based diet. So we want to find these nutrient-dense foods, but at the same time, for more physical purposes like exercise, we want to make sure we're getting enough protein from stuff like the tofu that we have in the oven that I'm going to call it ready.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Granny Lou gave us a follow.
Shout out to Granny Lou.
Elaine said, yeah, that's what it is, E. coli on the veggies. I think it's giving people the explosive diarrhea. Tracy said, growing your own veggies is best.
I agree. So luckily in California, it's really easy to find a lot of locally grown veggies. There's a lot of smaller farms here, and vegetables just grow exceptionally well here. So
Brenda gave us a follow, and then Lisa said, in all the papers we have to fill out at the doctor's office, there's never a question about diet.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of interesting. But I mean, our system is there to prescribe medicine to help treat symptoms of our problems that we have. So to be fair, it's just not in their interest and it's not their job. I think it's just people's misinterpretation of what that medical system is. They think they're there to keep us healthy, but I think it's there to help treat our problems that we have from being unhealthy. So there's doctors that you can go to that are like more like holistic and take a holistic approach and have more information about diet, but it's not something our insurance covers typically unless you have like some exceptionally good insurance, but mine doesn't cover that. So
Tracy said that's from bagged veggies, the E. coli, I guess.
yeah, so in general, like just trying to get like with vegetables you want to get a higher quality one for sure, especially like the leafy greens, like the lettuce and stuff. So because they can also have a lot of pesticide on it from how they produce it. So
Sam gave us a follow. Jim said thank you for explaining that. Judy Tan gave us a follow. Azaria said right, it's beans and is wait, I think it was a question. Is beans and rice a complete protein?
Yeah, so I'm coming back there.
Oh, okay.
Beans and rice would be a complete protein, but you would need a significant amount of rice to even equate to how much protein you need from the beans. So I think those are things that you can account some of your protein from. Like in our diet, we get rice and beans, and we're getting a little bit of protein, but I would say like probably less than 10 or 15% of our total protein intake is coming from rice or beans. Simply because, we want to have, I guess, unless you're considering the tofu beans. But when people talk about beans, I generally think they're talking about like an actual whole bean. So.
Barikua gave us a follow, and then Twins gave us a follow. Blue Bunny said thank you for so much for sharing. Definitely going to educate myself more on veganism. This is so inspiring.
You're welcome, Blue Bunny. I'm glad we can.
That's what we're here for. Nicolina said, do you post recipes, how to get started on vegan recipes, to know how to convert over?
We don't have like a recipe book or anything, but one resource you might like is our YouTube channel. We upload new stuff on there regarding nutrition. So we have like a meal prep video like this. Our next YouTube video, not the one we just uploaded yesterday, we show you guys how to make your own healthy protein bars at home. We have some in our freezer right now. They're delicious. We made our own seitan jerky as a nice high protein snack. So we're trying to do more little videos like that where we cook and show you guys recipes, because that seems to be what a lot of people want to see. So yeah, if you want more stuff like that and you want to see it from us, you should subscribe on YouTube. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers. We get stoked when you guys go and follow after the stream. Sometimes after the stream we see we get like 10 new subscribers. It gets me fired up for the day, motivates me to make the videos for you guys. So we always appreciate the support.
Christy Goodwin said, what about kimchi?
Kimchi, I would say kimchi is a good like healthy like prebiotic type of thing. So I'm not sure in what regard, but I think it's healthy. I think fermented foods can be good to have in small quantities. So
they're not always vegan. Some of them do have fish sauce in them.
Oh, okay.
Just a FYI.
That's good.
Rissy shared the live. Lisa gave us a follow. Chicken Lady said, I've been doing carnivore diet and I've been doing much better.
Yeah, I think what happens when people go either on a vegan diet or a carnivore diet, they get away from the roots of eating processed foods, and I think that's why people see success on either ends of those spectrum, vegan or carnivore. So what I've come to the conclusion is that if we eliminate ultra processed foods, we typically feel better and have better health, and there's more than one way to be healthy. So more power to you on a carnivore diet. Not how I eat, but you're eliminating the processed junk, which is good.
Okay, someone in a Arabic alphabet gave us a follow, and then Cruciferous said, go vegan to Chicken Lady. Blue Bunny said, always wanted to try a vegan diet, but never really knew where to start. You guys are the coolest.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a good place to start. We're showing you pretty much exactly what we eat all week, besides our breakfast. But yeah, we have a what we eat in a day video on YouTube, so that's a great place to start. You can just copy us, and you'll be off to a pretty good start, I'd say.
Moon Baby gave us a follow.
Shout out to Moon Baby.
Chicken Lady said rice and beans have too many carbs. All you need is meat and cheese and butter.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, there's good fiber in rice and beans. My thing about the carnivore diet is you're lacking fiber. You need something to clean that out. I mean, I'm not trying to like knock your thing here, but like my concern when people tell me they're doing that is that like that is gonna sit in your insides, and that can be, I don't want to say the C word, but you want to get that out of your colon, because if it can sit there and decay, it's not going to be good for your health. So
We got a lot of chats.
all right, fire up the chats.
Blue
Let's go.
Bunny said gorgeous tofu, holy. Antoinette said, what did you do to the tofu? Rem
yeah,
said,
we-
I am hungry now.
We baked the tofu in the oven. We rubbed it with Cajun seasoning beforehand. Baked it at 400 degrees. That's the general gist of our recipe. But you might have to go watch the full video on YouTube to see if you want to get the full recap. So you have a lot of chat to catch up on.
Ellie said, oh, nice. I'm definitely checking your YouTube channel. Thank you, Ellie.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Ellie.
it.
Appreciate it.
Vacation Queen said, sorry, coming in late. What is that toasted? Tofu?
Yeah, that's our
Yeah,
Cajun
tofu.
We'll give 'em a closer
Yeah, it's
look
nice
at
and
that while we,
toasty. Nice and crispy. And then, wait, what gave us a follow? Rem said, so healthy foods. Chicken Lady has a banned comment, but I'm going to read it. I'm just going to read it out loud. The best protein you need is in meat and eggs. Forget the protein bars. They have too much sugar.
Well, we make our own protein bars, actually.
Yeah, let me
And
give you guys a
they're
little.
made of whole, well, besides the protein powder we use, they're made of whole unprocessed foods.
This is a little, I have to put this next to Milo.
Well, not next to Milo, but
Milo. I don't have a good spot for this. We don't have a lot of
Let me
kitchen
put it over
space.
there.
But,
There's
oh,
no light there.
okay. Okay. Oh, that's a good idea.
And these are really good. We made them
Yeah.
with bananas, dates, peanut butter, hemp
Homemade.
seeds, and protein powder. They're so easy to make too, and they're so much cheaper than the protein bar in the store, and they're delicious. They taste like, they literally taste like cookie dough, but with like really good macros. Okay, we need to
Okay,
show
put these
them
back in the
steak
freezer.
prawn here.
Okay. Christy Goodwin said, are there, oh yeah. Christy Goodwin said, are there any non-dairy probiotics?
Yeah, they do have a non-dairy probiotics. Sometimes in vegan yogurts they do that. You can get probiotics in like kombucha. Tempeh actually has some probiotics. There's like a stink spore growing in them. Yeah, so real quick, we're doing our Upton's Italian seitan. Or sorry, it's not the Italian, it's the chorizo. Normally we get the Italian seasoning one. So this is vital wheat gluten. That's the main ingredient in seitan. It's wheat flour with the starch washed away. And basically, this is like a protein alternative for vegans. So what we're going to do...
We have a lot more chats, by the way.
Really quick, let me just get...
Okay. I have like 18 new messages.
All right. So let me show you what this looks like, and then we'll keep rapid fire in those chats and answer your questions.
We always try our best to catch up. I'm sorry,
So-
we're behind, guys.
When we crumble this up, it turns into like a ground meat type texture. So we're going to add that to our pan with our veggies and mushrooms. So each one of these packets that you're seeing has 68 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat, and like 5 grams of carbs. So excellent macros on those, really clean ingredients. It's just vital wheat gluten and spices.
Okay, back to the chat. Nicolina said, thank you. I'm really interested in like everything you're making today.
Thank you, Nick. I'm glad you can get some value out of this.
Tracy said, I think your blood type can have importance in how you eat.
I've heard of that, yeah.
I don't know much about it though.
I think that's
Yeah.
why there's definitely some reason why some people thrive on different diets than others. That's why I don't think there's like a one size fits all. Like that's the healthy way to eat. you know?
Yeah. Sage One said, I love what you're cooking, but I would have to add some fresh garlic and onion.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to do. We try not to add too much fresh garlic in our meal prep because it kind of spoils in the Tupperware. It starts getting kind of rank by the end of the week. So there's some garlic and onion powder in the seasonings that we use though.
Scott Slayer gave us a follow.
Yeah,
Granny
Scott
Lou
Slayer.
said, like how you hide them dirty pans.
Yeah, so you see it on our chair there. We don't want to bore you guys with washing dishes because it's kind of loud and it's
Yeah.
I can tell it annoys people.
I'm going to get
so-
to that soon and kind of bow out of the
Yeah.
chat a little bit and let Mitchell kind of take over. Dana Rose said, do you still use dangerous chemicals in microwave popcorn bags? We just get
Yeah, you want to show them the popcorn?
Yeah, we really like this. Does come in plastic, but this Lesser Evil popcorn. It's kind of hard to see the brand on there, but really like it. They like that they make their popcorn in like olive oil and coconut oil and avocado oil, so it's like not in seed oils or like specifically like canola oil that they make their stuff in. And then Flash said it looks like the food in those containers is kind of overfilled.
It'll compress down.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry, Flash.
I'll show you how we package it, but yeah, it all gets squished down a little bit. So.
Moon Baby gave us a follow. Elaine said, do you guys eat eggs? Would that be considered vegan, LOL?
No, eggs aren't vegan, so we don't do them. So basically, vegan means like no animal products at all. So if it came from an animal, we choose not to eat it. So fully plant-based, basically.
Erica said, vegetarian for 15 years. I am now a carnivore or beef only.
Jump into the other end of the spectrum.
Okay. I'm going to stop shouting out the follows, but thank you guys for following. Thank you for resharing, but we're just trying to get to the messages. Blue Bunny said meat and cheese and butter, crying emoji. Cruciferous said, no, it's not vegan. I think about the eggs. And then, let's see. Blue Bunny said, my thoughts exactly. OMG, I'm not sure what that was replying to. This is too far away. Agnes said, I am a meat eater.
We are plant eaters.
Azaria said, replying to Chicken Ladies, there's too much karma attached to those foods. I could never. To each their own. To the carnivore diet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting perspective. I never really look at it like that, but I respect when people do. I think of it as more of like a health perspective, typically, so. It's always interesting to see why people choose to eat the way they eat.
Judy Tan said, chia seeds good for health?
Yeah, we love chia seeds. We put them on our oatmeal every morning with flax seeds to get enough omega-3s. That's something that's very important on a vegan diet, is getting enough omega-3s. So if you're going to eat vegan, you definitely need to have flax and chia seeds in your diet. So ground flax meal, easy to digest, and chia seeds. Find a way to get a good amount of those in your diet.
Tracy said, I think your blood type can have importance in how you eat. So she's agreeing with the person who commented earlier. Ellie said, yes, up your fiber and drink water.
Good. That's
good for digestion, yeah.
Pass it through.
I think that was about the digestion they had a while ago. Honeybee23 said, do y'all eat meat?
No meat, all plants.
Vacation Queen said, super fun, love the spin on toasting it. Maybe the tofu?
Yeah, we call it baking it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I think that's what she meant.
Far back. I don't know the context.
Azaria said, wow, yum, probably about the tofu. Ellie said, well, love that, great job. Elaine said, did you say hemp seeds?
Hemp seeds, they have a little bit of omega-3s. Maybe she was talking about the protein bars earlier.
This was a while ago. I think you, yeah.
Hemp seeds are another good source, but really good for a little bit of protein, but also minerals and healthy fats. So I definitely like getting those in the diet, and also in the protein bars. DJ
Hectic said, which protein powder do you use? So we use this Veggie Elite. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Veggie Elite Performance Protein by MRM Nutrition. This is our favorite one. We're not sponsored by them, but it has 24 grams of protein in a scoop. It's a mix of pea and rice protein. So really love that one. You can get it on Amazon or possibly at a local grocery store, which is what we do. Azaria said, do you have that recipe on YouTube for the protein bars?
No, we will though in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, tune in. Make sure to give us a follow.
Yeah, so that's why it's good to subscribe on YouTube, and then you can catch those videos when they come out. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's a really simple recipe too, and it's fun to make. And yeah, I highly recommend it.
Cruciferous. There's just replying to someone else. Okay. Jeanette said, love this. Nicolina said, I'm definitely going to check out your YouTube channel. Do you have a video of those bars? Oh, same comment.
Yes.
Yeah, we will in 2 weeks. Appreciate if you subscribe on YouTube. Jen said, that looks like ground beef kind of, LOL.
Yeah,
think about the
seitan. It's like you've got really lean ground turkey. It's like
it doesn't have any fat to it. So unlike ground beef, it'd be more fatty and rich. But yeah, that's the best thing I can compare it to.
Nicolina said, "Where do you buy your vegan products?"
Usually get them at a local grocery store.
We buy our tofu from Costco though.
From Staff of Life, that's like a local grocery store we have. We also go to Costco. Another thing on YouTube, not to keep shouting it out, but there's a grocery shopping haul on YouTube as well. You can see exactly where and what aisle we got it from. When we think of some of the certain products on the shelf, that one gets kind of spicy.
Someone else asked, "Was that beef?" No, it's seitan. Agnes said, "I get bored with food, especially if I have the same meal for 7 days. I'm not a bodybuilder."
Yes, I mean, I think there's a lot of benefits to meal prepping, but for people that have less of a tolerance for the same food, doing like a 2 or 3 day meal prep can be really beneficial. It's just, I don't know, it takes a lot of stress out of your life to meal prep. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of money. And you can just kind of, just knowing where your next meal is coming from is so nice. And it's healthier than going to the restaurant too, so.
Oh, I thought I was getting close to getting caught up. I think we're getting like, we might be getting like spammed with some messages. We have 32 new messages.
Fire it off,
30,
baby.
okay.
Let's go. Rapid fire.
Let's see. Honard said, "I'm 38 years old, single, and live in California." Oh, Jeanette asked, "Can you show package again for sub for beef?" You want to show them the package one more time? Queen J gave us a follow.
Upton's. I like the Italian seasoning flavor more than the chorizo one, but that's the brand.
I'm gonna ban Roblox Game Maker. They just keep spamming us.
What do they keep saying? Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, they just
Okay.
I was like, I think all these new messages are from them. They just are spamming us. Christy said, "Does a plant-based collagen exist? And if so, where can I find some?"
I'm not too sure. I don't take a plant-based I don't take any collagen supplement, but I think there's certain foods that help you produce collagen. I'd have to do a little research on that, but yeah, I don't have a good answer for that one. I don't want to pretend like I know or anything.
Blue Bunny said, "Sent your YouTube to my close family who's also been interested in diet change. So excited."
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Blue Bunny.
That means a lot.
Mo gave us a follow. Let's see. Someone else reposted. Cruciferous said, "Do the chia seeds say to refrigerate?"
Yeah, we do leave them in the refrigerator once we open the bag. If they're sealed in the store, they're not refrigerated, but we do keep them in the fridge.
I don't think they say on the package to do that, though.
Yeah, I think as long as it's not getting like really warm, like it depends on, like we don't live in the hottest area of California, but if you live somewhere hot, your house gets warm, you might want to leave them in the fridge. But I always leave them in the fridge anyway.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, we upgraded our strength. Check this shit out.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got some more comments though while you're getting that out.
Yeah.
Nicolina said, "Thank you for giving the tips. Where do you get the vegan Oh, I think we answered that where we got the vegan products."
Shout out to my dad. He gave us this.
Hell yeah.
Strainer.
Shout out to Rick.
He saw us meal prepping with this rubber one, and we were talking about how bad plastic is. So he got us this metal strainer so we can get rid of this shit. Sorry, Milo.
He seems kind of unfazed by that. I think because of the sky booms last night.
It's a lot of fireworks. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited to use this one. Let me crack those.
It was funny. I definitely expected him to react a little more to that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, Granny Lou said, "Is that meat stuff already cooked?" Yeah, technically you don't need to cook this, but we just cook it for like a little bit of extra flavor so it kind of absorbs that vegetable flavor, and the vegetable flavor, or vegetables absorb like the flavor of that, so that's why we like to cook it, but technically you could eat it raw. Christy said, "Thank you." Jeanette said, "Dang, missed box for pick." Oh, I think, do you want to do one more time?
Just,
okay.
Google Upton's Naturals.
Here, let me do one more time for her. Okay, Jeanette, I'm going to leave that up there for 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's going away.
It's called Upton's Naturals Seitan Crumbles. And they have other cool products too. They make some, those are like the main ones we use, but they do have a bunch of other stuff. But I think you can order it online if you can't find it in your grocery store. But I think Whole Foods might have it. You have to go to a grocery store like that.
Okay.
So we're doing our beans next.
Cowgirl Garden said nice. Sage One said I will be trying Upton's.
So our next meal is gonna have rice, garbanzo beans, and this concoction that's in there of veggies and seitan crumbles. So
Mike gave us a follow. Azaria
Mike.
said definitely Sun Warrior has a good collagen building protein powder.
yes, Sun Warrior. I like their protein powder as well. That's one I recommend. One of the ones I recommend to people.
Judy Tan said please soak chia seeds overnight in the fridge. I take for constipation.
Yeah, that'll get the shit moving through you for sure.
Elaine,
this strainer is so much better. It's like it's
nice.
Oh, this is wow! You guys gotta see this.
Elaine said, I bet your guts are so healthy. Oh, I got skipped. I bet your guts are so healthy. Your children are going to be blessed.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what it's like in there, but I imagine in theory it would be good with all the fiber we have.
Keep skipping. Let me try to find it again.
So yeah, our strainer's pretty nice. It's the other one. It would get backed up and like slowly drain. This one, there's more holes in it and more finer holes. So this is quite the upgrade for like kitchen.
Bali Deep Cleaning said making nasi goreng. Maybe that's a recipe there.
You have to explain.
You have to let us know what that is. Christy said chia seeds do fine here in Mississippi. The flax seed stays refrigerated though.
Yeah, so I just leave it all in the fridge just in case.
Maple said, good morning, guys. Good morning, Maple.
Good morning, Maple.
Elaine said, good morning, Milo. Oh, they said good. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's in his little hole now. They said good morning to you, Milo.
Quick tip, I always like to rinse these beans out. I get the bean juice off of it, and then that way I just feel like the bean juice can make you kind of gassy. So like people always talk about beans making you gassy. Give them a good rinse if you're having them from the can.
CCC45 said cutting out plastics is a long, difficult process. Yeah, I agree.
It is. It's like, but don't do it.
Yeah, you don't need to do it all at once. Yeah.
You just slowly do it.
Yeah.
I would start with plastic Tupperwares and your water bottles. I think that's a great
And
place to
cookware
start.
too.
Not to like freak you out, but it's like I'm wearing plastic shorts right now. Polyester is literally plastic fibers of like string that they like weave together. So it's pretty much everywhere. But yeah, I would focus on like the Tupperwares, water bottles, things you're like consuming through your mouth first, and then think about things that touch your skin more often. And then, well, like I don't know, there's a lot of stuff like I don't know, your garbage bag. Like don't worry about shit like that. But.
A Beautiful Mind said, I love that you two working together and both have input into your life.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad.
Or into your live. I think the live stream.
Live.
Yeah. CCC45 said, not if you're rich though, LOL. I'm not sure.
Yeah, about the plastic?
Maybe. Rav.
Yeah, it's like that's like why I said like slow process. It's expensive to overhaul your whole life. So little things.
Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire a little bit, and then I'm gonna go clean stuff. Rav Devis said, "How is so crowded with stuff? Home is so crowded with stuff. No offense. Yeah, we have a small place.
It's pretty small.
Yeah, and we also have some stuff like from our wedding that we need to sell, so it's kind of taking up space.
It's more organized when we're not meal prep. That's why there's just like shit kind of scattered all over because we have stuff for meal prep out.
Yeah, it's not very zen right now.
Yeah.
Jeanette said,
a bit more zen.
got it, thanks guys. I think about the update and she got the photo. Elaine sent a chili and sent corn. She sent like 19 corns and 21 chilies.
All right, we'll add that to the pan.
Thank you, Elaine. We appreciate it. Riz said, what's used instead of eggs in vegan baking?
Sometimes there's flax seeds, chia seeds, banana. It just kind of depends on what you're baking. But there's a lot of different things that'll hold stuff together.
Christy said, yes, loving the chicken peas.
Chickpeas.
Blue Bunny said, yeah, strainer appreciation.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I'm stoked about that.
Elaine said, in his little Harry Potter room. Yeah, Milo has a little like hole under the staircase. DNM said, I don't know. Oh, maybe like getting rid of plastic. Nice. Elaine 69 said, I like your home. It's tiny and cozy. Thank you so much.
Gets the job done.
Blue Bunny said, LOL, that's hilarious. My initial thought was these guys are zen as fuck. All right. I'm gonna hand you guys over to Mitchell. I need to start cleaning the stuff. So, yeah, let me flip you guys around real quick. Get you guys set up with him.
Yeah, set that on there.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna flip you guys.
Yeah, I'm just distributing
All right.
our meals right now. Can you move the lids and just make a nice spot with that, please?
Yeah. Let me swipe you here. All right. Is that good?
Is that
Tell me if that's good.
It's a little crooked here. You didn't flip the. Here.
I did.
Okay. So this is tricky.
Oh,
Let me give you a better spot, guys. Bear with me. Let me get you tripoded. Yeah, so we're gonna distribute our meals here. We have our curry rice in the pan. I think you guys can see. Okay, that's the best angle you're gonna get. Let me back this couch up. Normally the couch is back there. Where were we at? Okay. Let's see. Nice comfy home. If you don't have shit everywhere, then you ain't living. DNM said, I am a night shift nurse and I saw you last week. You influenced my week's meal prep. Nice. I'm glad we could influence you there. My mom's a night shift nurse as well. So smaller home is smart money wise. Yeah, we rent it. So, but yeah, it's just, where we live, rent is kind of expensive. So it's like $2,100 for this little 1 bedroom. So, but it's near the ocean. So that's, it's about the location. Rather have a nice location than a big house in my preference. So adding the garbanzo beans. So we have our rice and beans as like the base of this meal. And then we're going to add our seitan and veggies next. I'm spilling a few here and there. Get that distributed evenly. Cool. Then, bear with me guys, I'm going to get to your chats in a second. Where's that commenter from? The Hamptons? I'm not sure. You guys are so cute together. Thank you, Cruciferous. Christy said chia seeds are wonderful for pudding type desserts. That is a good use of those chia seeds. You want to find a way to get those chia seeds in. It's very important for getting enough omega-3s. So when you consume omega-3s, you convert a certain amount of that into DHA, which is an essential compound for your body for hormone production, brain health, and all sorts of stuff. So normally people can get a significant amount of DHA from fish. However, if you're not eating fish, you need to eat things that will allow you to produce your own DHA within your own body. So you can get a plant-based DHA supplements from algae oil. So we do consume that supplement. That's one of the supplements we do take. But we do try to get omega-3s from whole sources as well, because even the supplement is you don't really get like too much from it, and you'd have to take quite a bit of that supplement. So just trying to really be mindful of getting enough omega-3s. That way we can produce enough DHA. That's something we've really been trying to prioritize in our diet this year. Just because it can very easily be overlooked. Like, ever since I was vegan, I always tried to eat healthy fats and get enough omega-3s. But when I actually calculated how much DHA I was producing from that by just looking at the conversion rate, I realized I was not getting enough DHA. And I really had to make an effort to get enough of that. So that's something I think people can very easily under-consume on a plant-based diet. So I think that's very important to note. Let's see, let me catch up to your chats. If it's near the beach, it's worth it. Yeah, we can walk to the beach, so it's pretty safe. Sauce, we don't have any sauces. So if we did make a sauce, we try not to do too much oil. Like we talked about earlier, trying to avoid those empty calories. So
show them the Primal Kitchen sauce.
Yeah, I can in a moment. Maybe we'll get when we go in the fridge. We'll show you guys the Primal Kitchen sauces we use for our seitan jerky for that YouTube video we filmed the other day. Algae oil is a vegan EPA and
DHA source. Yeah, that's what I was kind of going on about. Is that algae oil is pretty essential. It feels like. Thank you for not being strict with measurements. Just going with as even as it gets. Yeah, so I just kind of eyeball it. It takes a little bit of practice, but in general, I mean, I don't know. It's never perfect. I think I don't know. Don't let perfect get in the way of something. What's that saying? I don't know. User said, or user with generic name and no profile picture said, or you could just eat pasteurized beef and drink pasteurized raw milk instead, or you could just have flax and chia seeds and algae oil. There's more than one way to do it. What's that look like ground beef? That is seitan. Let me flip you guys around and show you what we're doing here. Why do we have a restriction? Why it says it gave us the same restriction. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I think sometimes I don't know. It went away. Anyway, so this is the ground beef stuff you were asking about. It's seitan. It's Upton's seitan crumbles. Those are one of our favorite seitan options that you can find in the store. How do you clean the burnt pan? Bring it over here to Ilana. She soaks it and then we just scrub it with a brush. It seems to work pretty good. User says not a complete protein in one. Yeah, well, we have beans with it, so you can combine two certain incomplete proteins to make a complete protein. Yeah, so you don't always have to have just a complete protein source. They're called complementary proteins. But you can Google it if you want, user. Elaine said, I think when you talk about other brands, sometimes they get upset if it's not on your TikTok shop. Well, no, it was giving us a restriction for like body exposure or something like that. Like I don't know. It went away though. I don't know. It's weird. TikTok has been doing that lately. They think we're not modest enough. Nicolina said, do you think plant-based milk good for vegan diet? So for a plant-based milk, what I would recommend is simple ingredients. And I would treat it as more as a snack and not as like something that actually replaces milk nutritionally. But like almond milk, the ingredients should be water, almonds, and maybe like a pinch of salt or something. Yeah, so anyways, that's what I'd recommend. It might have gave you a restriction because you're talking about brands that's against terms of... Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, people ask, so... We're not sponsored by anything, by the way. We don't have any sponsorships, so... Those are just the things we eat. We're just telling you what we eat. Using baking soda or salt is my hack for stubborn stainless steel. Yeah, that could work pretty good. Just giving a good scrub with the old steel wool. Excuse me here. You're showing too much ankle. Is it because I'm barefoot? I'm always barefoot on the stream. Maybe they don't like when I have the dogs out. We made a shirt on our website. It's called "Who Let the Dogs Out," and it's a guy deadlifting barefoot. Because in our YouTube videos, when I deadlift, I do it barefoot. So I was joking about like letting the dogs out, and then anyway, so I made a shirt about it. It's on our website if anyone maybe cares. But anyways, that's for a week. That's dinner for me and Ilana for the next 5 days. Oh my God, I have so much nutritional facts to debate my brother with. Yes, complementary protein. Yeah, so good one to argue with your brother about for sure. Make sure to do your own research though. That way you can be well versed in the subject. And then you can really tell your brother straight, you know. Judy said, are you eating the prep food every day? Sorry, I just realized I didn't cover those things yet, so I can't put them in the fridge. I was about to put them in the fridge, but there's no lid. Yeah, so we made 2 different meals, and we'll have those for lunch and dinner every day for the next 5 days. We'll still make our breakfast each morning. We don't meal prep that part of it. So, yeah, we'll have it every day. Too much ankle. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's been giving us that flag recently. I don't know if maybe it's... I'll look into the terms of service and see. I'll do some research. You'll have to
say something?
I don't know. I don't know if someone gets like mad and then they like report us and then they like review it and then they're like, oh, they're not doing that, but I don't know. I think sometimes being vegan can trigger people and they might report it or something. Shout out to Bad Kitty for following us. Shout out to Delisa as well for following us. What do you make for breakfast every day? We do a bowl of oatmeal with banana, flaxseed, and chia seed. That's to get our omega-3s, good complex carbs as well. And then we do a big protein smoothie. But yeah, once I put this in the fridge, we're going to wrap it up. But guys, on YouTube, we have like a what we eat in a day video. You can see exactly what we eat, what the macros of all of these things are. I edited it into a long form video. We show you what type of stuff we get when we go out to eat and how we get healthy food on the go. So those are some of the things you can find on our YouTube channel. And yeah, you guys have really helped us on YouTube grow. We've gotten like 100 subscribers on YouTube in the last month. You guys have been really supporting the channel, so we really appreciate it. CCC said, I'd love to be vegan, but I can't seem to cut out eggs or salmon. I think the tofu might help you with the egg thing. I just find that tofu is very egg-like. So like that's the way you can make like a tofu scramble. That's something I like to get when I go into breakfast or something at a restaurant if they have it. Because that can be very, like if you get extra firm tofu, that can be very similar to eggs. So let me load up the fridge and then we'll give you a quick fridge tour. I always like to do the fridge tour at the end for you guys, show you what's in the fridge. There's some stuff on this chair.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. So yeah, nothing feels better than having a fully stocked fridge for the week, full of meal preps. I'll tell you guys, it's a just very freeing feeling to have it all prepared, have it all ready. You don't have to think about where your meals are coming from. So, oops. Let me give you a quick tour of the fridge. What's the name on YouTube? We're Infinite Motion Coaching on YouTube. Same name here as on TikTok. Okay, let's see. Where was I on the chat? Nicolina says, that sounds delicious in regard to our breakfast, I'm guessing. Salmon is so good. I get it. Yeah, I mean, that's in terms of all the fishes, that's the best way to get your omega-3s. Probably more convenient than eating chia seeds and hemp seeds. So I'll give you that, salmon. All right, so we have our meal preps all stocked on the bottom shelf. We have some berries. We add that to our oatmeal as well. In those Tupperwares, there's like cilantro. We have some fruits in this drawer. We have some plums. Those are Ilana's homemade sprouts. We have our spinach. We have our omega-3 shelf. So we have our flaxseed, chia seed, hemp seeds. There's some walnuts up there too. We have our sauces. This is what we used for our jerky the other day when we were filming our YouTube video. So Korean style barbecue. That one came out really good. We have our steak sauce. There's no steak in it, but it was just a good flavor to add. And some tamari. Those are some good sauces that you can add, but this, I won't say it because I guess TikTok doesn't like it, but that's a good, good sauce. They make good sauces. Oh, let me get these bubbly waters. These are pretty bomb. Organic flavors, no sugar, nothing like that. Those are pretty bomb. Those container lids, PMO, they never fully dry. Yeah, they definitely stay wet in those cracks a little bit. In the freezer, we have our frozen fruit. We use that for our smoothies every day. Those are the smoothies. We pre-made them because we haven't had breakfast yet. So we're going to wrap it up soon and have breakfast. We have some bread. I usually leave bread in the freezer. Throw it in the air fryer for a minute, let it thaw, get a little toasty. And then we showed you guys earlier, but we have our protein bars that we made for that YouTube video the other day. Okay, let's see. Can you show the seitan package? Yeah, one last time for the seitan package. Yeah, Upton's Naturals, Chorizo, Seitan. I like the Italian seasoning one better, so. They say frozen fruits and veggies have more nutritional value than fresh. Yeah, because they don't, they stay fresher, so they don't oxidize. And they're like farm fresh and they freeze them right away, so great for smoothies, but it's more enjoyable to eat fresh fruit. I feel like they don't, like when you freeze them, they get like a weird texture if you try to eat it plain or something, so it's good to have a bit of both for different purposes. Let's see. All right. We're going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you guys again for an awesome stream. You guys were great in the chat. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate all of you guys who followed us on here on TikTok. Shout out to Flash. Thanks, guys. Have a good week.
Yeah, thank you guys.
But yeah, if you want to see more right now, head on over to YouTube, Infinite Motion Coaching. We have all sorts of long-form nutrition videos of this nature. So grocery shopping haul, what we eat in a day, what we eat out in a day. Those are 2 separate videos. All sorts of fun stuff. And if you like fitness content, we have gym review videos where we go and find some of the best gyms in the world. So we'd appreciate it if you guys go subscribe to the channel. That would make us very happy. We appreciate when you guys do that.
Yeah, the party doesn't need to stop if you hop over to YouTube. We've got hours of footage you can watch on there.
Yeah, keep the party going, guys. See ya, Elaine. See ya, Blue Bunny. All right, we're going to end it. Sorry, it usually takes me a minute to